Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 1, Episode 6, Another World. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You might as well you're here. And to all of my new subscribers, everybody needs sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. 'Cause everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Welcome to the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you so much for your continued support and for coming back week after week after week. Y'all, what the did we look at? We might as well go ahead on and get started with the foolery and the foolishness that went on. Hi, everybody. I see y'all. Hi, everybody. Y'all. This 90 Day Fiance The Other Way was off the hizzle, okay? I ain't even have time to get a wine glass. I was like, okay, I just got to get out there and get this daggone review done. What couple do we start with first, okay? Which couple do we start with first? All right, so we see Cory. Cory has just arrived in Ecuador, and you know, he wants to get to Evelyn's home, but he calls Evelyn, and Evelyn is like, "Mofo, get there the best way you can. I don't care how you get there, just get there when you can." On a bus, train, automobile, whatever. She don't care. So she tells Cory to get on the bus. Cory is like, you know, it's dangerous out here. I got all my life in these suitcases, and I can be robbed on the bus, beat up, jacked up. I mean, just anything can happen to me on the bus. But he's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead on and do this. So he gets on the bus, and then he's got another hour before, or another, whatever, to get to the city that she lives in. In the meantime, and in between time, Evelyn is out with her friends chilling, okay? She is chilling with her friends, and they're talking to her about Cory. And so she's telling them that Cory is on his way. She told him to get a bus, and the girlfriend was like, okay, so why couldn't you go and get him? And she was like, well, I want to, him to be independent. I don't want to ride him around while he's here. I don't want to take care of him. This is a test, and I want to make sure that he's able to take care of himself. But I could have sworn when she was with him in Washington, with his family, that he was taking her everywhere. But I guess, she has a point. She has a point that, she doesn't want him to be dependent on her, especially if this is where he's going to be living at. But I'm just saying, a little bit of hospitality goes a long way. Now, there has been many rumors out there about Evelyn and Cory. Some rumors saying that this couple has already they're already married. Some rumors out there that, they've been living there since 2016, and they've had this bar and all of this kind of stuff. I don't know whether or not that stuff is true, but we're going to go ahead on and go with the story that we got until we find out otherwise. And that's for certain and for sure, okay? While I'm talking, YouTube has done some different things with the notifications. A lot of you all have been indicating that you haven't been getting the notifications. When you finish with this video, make sure that you go back and you hit that bell again so that you can get the notifications, because what they've done is they've personalized the notifications. YouTube always doing something to try to improve the quality of what you get from us. So if you're not getting the notifications when I come on, make sure that you hit that button, that bell, so that you can get, the notifications every time. It's going to ask you, do you want them all the time? Do you want them, some of the times or whatever. If you hit that you want them all the time, I go live, it's going to give it to you all the time I go live. If not, it's going to do optional. And if you're watching other YouTube channels, it will rank those channels with the notifications. So if you're watching, another channel more than another one, it'll put them in priority list. Unless you go back and you hit and modify that bill and say, I want to see Auntie every time her ass go live, it's not going to do that. But anyway, so let's go back to the story. I just had to do that while I was thinking about it. So Cory's on the bus. He's safe and sound. He's getting to his stop, and he's like, if Evelyn is not there, I'm going to be pissed off. Like I said, in the meantime, Evelyn is sitting with her friends, and she's talking all kinds of yickety yak. She says that the feelings that she has for Cory is 50%. So she's doing the Azan thing. She said 50% of the time she wants her freedom, she enjoys it, and the other 50% she wants to be with him. And you know what? I can relate to that. Even though Evelyn appears to be rude as hell, she's straight up with whatever, with what she's saying. Like, she's just being honest about the damn thing. And there's nothing you can do when a person is really being honest about how they feel. But her friends are feeling some kind of way because, they're like, didn't he give up his whole life? She was like, yeah, he quit his job and he sold his car. He sold everything. He's giving me all this money and, whatever. And, but I like him 50% of the time, and I don't really want to be married to him. I don't want to be married, period. And so, the friends are a little shocked. They feeling like, Evelyn's being rude or whatever. It is. But again, like I said, Evelyn is a grown-ass woman. She can make a decision about what it is that she wants in the relationship and what she doesn't. Cory is the one that has to make the decision as the man on whether or not he's going to go with this. Cory said he only got 90 days to be with her. So he got to, be careful and tap dance around, situations so that he can get married. Isn't that the opposite? Isn't that the other way? So, we can't sit there and say that Cory's trying to get a green card to Ecuador, but he really does want to be with Evelyn. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. So he gets off the bus and Evelyn's there, and she greets him very warmly, and she hugs him and she tells him how good he's looking. She's told him that he lost weight and all of that kind of stuff, and she genuinely seems like she's happy that her boo thing is there. Even though she was sitting in a restaurant with her friends, talking about him like a dog, she does seem like she's genuinely happy that the mofo was there. And so he's happy that she's there. She tells him, look, we're going to have to go to my grandmother's house because right now they're working on the roof of my home. So grandma has graciously opened up her home for you and I to stay in it. So he was like, okay. She said, but bitch, we got to walk. And we got to walk, 150 miles. So he's walking, they dragging the suitcases all through the little village. And he's like, I'm not in America anymore. The village is just like, he was like, this is a third world country. It is nothing like the streets that I walk up and down every day. That's for damn sure. But it is what it is. This is a life that he decided that he wanted to live. He wanted to leave his comfortable home in Washington and move. He can have at it, boo. Have at it, Cory. And so, when they get there, grandma's like, you done got a little fat. And I was like, grandma, you looking like you were walking around with a rolling pin and you rolling outdoor all day. I know you ain't talking about somebody's damn weight. But anyway, grandma opens up her home. She shows him, the bed that they're going to be living in and everything. And so, Cory is, just like, what the hell? This don't have no roof on it. Do you got a mosquito net? Do you have something? And, so she's like, no, I don't have anything but your stinky ass attitude Okay, your disposition, your nasty disposition is repellent enough. Okay, one of most mosquito or anything. So he's like, you know what? I don't want to get malaria. And she's like, I'm not gonna get malaria. My grandmother doesn't have malaria. I don't have malaria. So what the hell are you talking about? And so at this point, it's really a culture shock for him. But here we go again with the rumor mill. The rumor mill has said he's been there multiple times. You mean to tell me this is the first time that he's been in grandma's house? This is the first time he's realized that grandma, living up in a roof. In a house that doesn't have a roof. It's a roof on that mofo, but it ain't attached to none of the damn walls. It's like that joint suspended up in the air. And he's like, I'm thinking I'm going to go and say Evelyn's. And Evelyn got an attitude because she feel like he's not being gracious. And he's not being, humble about the situation. So she tells him, if you don't like it here and you want all of your amenities from America, then you need to go ahead on and get on the plane and take your ass back home. Now, I thought that was a little rude because if I was over that mofo, I would be complaining too. From the time I get my ass at the airport, by the time I get to the airport, I'm already complaining because I already know what I'm going to be living in. But if he's already been there, as the rumor mill says, then he should be accustomed to this kind of living. He's already said out of his mouth, this is a third world country. You got dogs barking in the street. And he's like, I'm not trying to get scratched up and bit up by no dog. And she was like, act like you throwing a rock at him. They'll leave you the hell alone. I'm like, no, bitch. These are wild dogs. Pigs and stuff like that. Like, it's... Like, Cory, I couldn't do it. So anyway, basically he says that he wants, So basically he says that he wants to get this, he has this mosquito zapper. So he's looking for, some kind of outlet or plug or something like that. And she's like, there's a plug in the living room, but it ain't no plugs, no outlets, no electrical extension. Like, it's nothing. It's not a hot box or anything. And he's like, well, can you get an extension cord? And she's like, no, I can't get an extension cord. You think I'm going to inconvenience my grandmother and have my grandmother upset because you want to have a zapper in the wall? Yeah, Evelyn. Like, where's her hospitality? She's not hospitable. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just, I hate to say that she rude and fall into it because I know editing has a lot to do with everything. But she's rude and he's dumb. He like, I got to tiptoe around her ass so that I don't lose her because I really want to marry her. But she's so damn rude. He wants to be reassured that he's, in a relationship, a viable relationship with her, but she's not giving him any of that because she said, I 50% like the bitch and I 50% don't. So, I just gotta wait to see. The jury is still out on this chick. I really do. There's a part of her that I like because she's absolutely honest about what it is that she, how she feels. She's one of those women who's quick-witted and it just, shoots straight from the hip. And so you really can't be mad at her about that. At the same token, you kind of feel sorry for Cory because something just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if his eyes are too close together. I just don't know what the hell it is. But there's a part of me that's not mad at Evelyn for being the woman that she is and not trying to be something that she is not. And she's shooting it straight. And so when she was like, you can take your ass back to America, that's real. If you don't like it there, if you're going to have a problem and be complaining about the living conditions, knowing that your ass is in Ecuador, then that's on you, boo. You may need to go back to your relaxed living and your comfortable living in America. It just is what it is with them. The next couple I want to talk about is Paul and that damn Cory. Paul, as we know, has gone... Paul has arrived. He woke up, Cory in her bed. She ass naked, the camera people there, and he wondering why he don't have a warm welcome. Plus this mofo decides and all the luggage that he's bringing over to bring lipstick, makeup, and all of that kind of stuff. And he doesn't even think that he should have brought something for the baby. But here's the thing, even though Paul didn't bring something for the baby, why can't his mother, Goldilocks, the one that liked to cut the locks off her hair, why can't Goldilocks mail over the baby stuff? It's not like Paul did not buy the stuff. I just don't understand why the mother cannot mail that stuff over. So Karini feeling some kind of way because she like, okay, you have to get a job to take care of me, and why wouldn't you bring something over for the baby? And I don't understand it either. So, Paul's feeling some kind of way because he's feeling underappreciated. And he's feeling like, she should have brought something for, he feels like she should have been grateful for what he did bring over. But come on, Paul, when you talk about, come on now, come weigh it out. It's more important for the baby to have something than it is for Karini to have makeup. What you say? Love your reviews of all the 90 days. Thank you so much, Tracy Weaver. Thank you, Bill, for the super chat. So they both kind of feeling some kind of way. Paul's like, I applied, to get, a permanent residency here. And I'm waiting on my paperwork to come back because this is where I want to be with Kareem and the Karini and the baby and all of that kind of stuff. So they go to a store and they start looking at things, for the baby, since Paul and his mother don't have enough sense to mail the over from the United States. And so, she sees a stroller that she's like, and Paul's like, how much is it? And she's like, it's such and such and such and such. And he like, damn, that's $100. Money is tight. I'm not working. I really didn't work when I was home. And so, things are tight. Bitch, have your mother mail the stuff. Like it just, okay. So I'm trying to be calm. Paul is complaining about money and everything else. Karini's complaining about Paul because she's like, he just don't have all his marbles together. Like, I don't know what he's thinking about. Later on, we see Paul, and Paul is, he's received his letter on whether or not he can or cannot stay, in Brazil. And so, he's like, I wanted to be away from the house because I don't want Karini stressed out about the results of what's in this envelope. So we see Paul, walking very casually and comfortably to find him a little wall, a little rock or something to sit on so he can open it up. So he opens up his package and he reading that mofo. And I'm like, this. What it say, Paul? Paul, what it say? Hurry up, open it, come on, hurry up, let's see. So, Paul's looking and everything, and he's like, what? He got the package and everything. He like, what? What did it, he pulls his little phone out of his pocket so he can translate, so he can translate it. And Paul find out that he has been denied. They said acts of terrorism. They said this mofo, that did all kinds of stuff, y'all. Like, they was like, you got a rap sheet a mile long. You done burnt up people mofo houses. You done did all kinds of criminal activities. And hell no, you can't become a president over here. Take your criminal arsenic ass on back to the United States because we don't need you over here. So Paul is like, he said like 75 one right behind the other one. So, he like, I don't know what to do. Karini gonna be upset about it. What do I do about this? And Paul get to running. Y'all, when Paul jumped up off that cotton freaking wall, I jumped back like this, right? I was like, oh my God, Paul got to running with them cotton freaking feet going like this. They talking about, Paul, where you going? Paul, where you going? I'm like, go ahead, run, Paul. Paul. Paul, can we talk about it? Read the rest of the damn letter. Paul is running like crazy, and I'm like, I'm in shock because he doesn't have the ability to process information in a in a calm way, in a rational way. This motherfucker jump up off the wall, he running like a mofo. Y'all. Paul don't even know where the hell he going. The last time he did this, people got robbed out in the damn wilderness with machetes. What the hell gonna happen to the people now with Paul running his ass down the... I just was like, I'm done. Thank you so much for the super chat. What you say, sweetie pie? Okay, let's read it. Auntie, you are the funniest with your reviews. I look forward to them. Thank you. You so welcome, Jessica White, a.k.a. the what? The dancer. Somebody, you better go in on, Jessica. Thank you, Bill, for the super chat. I'm done. The next couple we got is Jihoon. Oh, there's another one. Okay, thank you, y'all. Thank you, MK Ultra Psychic Vampire Auntie coming through with the midweek fuckery. Okay. Thank you so much for putting $5 on super chat. Thank you. Y'all, we got Jihoon and Deanna. Deanna pretty, and that's as far as it goes. Deanna just need to go ahead on and do cover shoots and don't say a damn word. Deanna is at the airport with her child. Okay? This little girl, first of all, her name just needs to be changed. Maybe if her name didn't sound like Dracula, she wouldn't act like a damn wild-ass vampire. Change the child's name. The hell would you name a child that and think they gonna be calm? She fucked up mad about her now. Let me see what you said, boo. Thank you so much, Linda Storage, for the $4.99 super chat. Auntie, thank you for occupying my mind from the loss of my big sister and bringing laughter back into my heart. Linda, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss, boo. I am so sorry, but I'm glad that I'm able to change your mood. Thank you, KGS, for the $4 super chat. How, Auntie, you always keep me laughing. Oh, thank you so much. Linda, know, honey, that times will get better. Hold on to the memories of your sister, okay? And make sure you continue to look at things that uplift your soul and your spirit. I know that there's no replacement for your loss. You know what I'm saying? But know that our prayers are with you. We're praying for your constant peace and your serenity, and we're praying that, you know, you be able to, you know, get past this time of your life just floating on memories and the good times that you had, and just keeping her memory alive through everything you do, through your success and all of that kind of stuff, baby. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I really am. Okay, so now we're going to get on back to the review. We're going to, okay, I just had to make sure my baby know I love her. Okay, I love all of you all. But that's really touching. I'm so sorry to hear that. So anyway, back to the review, y'all. So she's standing at the airport with her baby, Dracula. And baby Dracula is all, you know, she's like, hold my hand, baby Dracula. So she's holding the baby, you know, hand and everything. Uh-oh, there's another super chat. Get y'all Auntie up. Thank you so much, Sherry Davis, for the $9.99 super chat. I love you, Auntie. You always make my day. Love you and my cousins. Happy 4th. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate that. Love you too. You have a great 4th too, Sherry Davis. Oh. So, woo, there's another one. Okay, thank you, MK, for the $10 super chat. Auntie, I'm moving in with you after my husband kicks me out for laughing so loud and keeping him up. Love you. Thank you, MK, for the $10 super chat. Look, boo, I got extra room in this big old house that I'm in now, honey. So you come on down, boo. Okay. It's the price is right, boo. So anyway, thank you, boo. So she's sitting up there, right? Lord, baby Dracula, hold my hand, baby Dracula, but she worried as hell because she know baby Dracula is off the hook. She don't know how to act. She already knows she ain't never spanked her ass before. She knows she just, like the Tasmanian devil. And so she worried because she got this family coming in from South Korea, and she know they got standards where they just go hit on to whoop your ass, okay? They got standards like black people. We gonna whoop your ass. So, she like, I'm really embarrassed. I don't know how she gonna act. I'm hoping that, she stay within, the parameters and the guidelines that we have set for her. Okay, y'all, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Thank you so much, sis Hampton, for the $4.99 super chat. Auntie, you need to do stand-up comedy. Love you. Love you too, sissy. Thank you so much for the super chat. So, look. She said this little girl is on a 10-minute rule. She can only be good for 10 minutes at a time. Here's my 10-minute rule. If you get your ass up before I tell you to get up, if you fall out on the floor, if you act a fool up in here, you throw anything, you getting your ass whooped, okay? You got 10 minutes to get your ass together, and that's it. You got 24 hours in a day, okay? And I'm telling you, you only got 10 minutes, okay, of acting like you ain't got no sense, and I'm whooping you. Ain't no way in the world you gonna give me a 10-minute rule that you can only be good for. How about you get ready to get this 10-minute ass whooping? Now, I don't condone violence, but I do believe that, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Ain't no way in the world that I would be walking around an airport crying because I don't know whether or not. But this girl was so overwhelmed by her little baby Dracula, acting a cotton freaking fool through the airport. Her little ass falls out on the floor, and she like, what do I? Get up! Get your Dracula! Dracula! Dracula, if you don't get your ass up. So her little boo-boo coming. She ain't seen him in a long time. He coming with his purrs, and she sitting up there crying. I'm sorry, I'm crying. He like she crying. I mean, what the hell? I'm ready to have sex. I'm ready to be a bad boy. You said I'm ready to be a bad boy. I ain't got time for her crying. So, she's worried about the little girl on the turnstile. She here, she there. She all embarrassed in front of the parents and all of this stuff. She's sitting up there crying. She should be happy and overjoyed. She got a baby in her stomach. She already probably going through a whole bunch of emotional, changes because she pregnant, and she don't know how to whip this little girl's ass. So anyway, the parents come in and they like, we really weren't feeling her because she'd already had a baby. When we found out that she had a baby, we were disgusted, okay? We weren't feeling nothing for her ass. But we come in here because we're trying to evaluate, because now at this point, she got our grandbaby in here. She says, well, what I want to do is I want to take her, take them to the casino, and I want them to have a good time. So I'm taking them to Vegas. Why the would you take somebody to Vegas? Now, my daughter says, and I don't know, how true it is, but my daughter says that, in Korea, I don't know if it's South Korea, or whatever it is, that it's illegal for them to even gamble. Now, I don't know about that, but you know what? I would have at least done the research on it, because if my daughter feel like it's that way, somebody else probably feel the same damn way. Is it illegal or not illegal for them to be gambling? And then you don't want to have their asses on TV, because TLC record everything, okay? You don't want to have them on it if it is illegal. Y'all write it down in the comments section and let me know if it's illegal for them to gamble. I would think that they had under, I don't know. I just know that, I've seen things on television like Jihoon has. So they get to the Airbnb, and because she rented an Airbnb for them to stay in, And she's, the little girl Dracula is running all over the mofo place. She tells the parents, y'all go ahead and pick a room, whatever y'all room y'all want, y'all go ahead and stay in there. And so, they like it. So she's talking to him about being concerned about this little girl. Now, she went on Instagram and on some other social media platforms, Deanna did, and was complaining about how everybody, was saying different things about her child, and she couldn't believe that people were attacking her child and that they were talking about her ill-mannered, disrespectful ass wild child. But you named her a wild child. You're in the airport crying because she's wild, and you even talked about your child too being unruly and wild, and you could not contain her. So why the hell would you get mad at us, the viewers, because we have the same opinion about your daughter that you have? You got a whole lot of nerve to go to social media after you put her little ass on it. You had a choice or not to have your daughter filmed on television. If you don't want anybody to say anything about the kids, damn it, don't bring the kids on television. Because if you bring them on television, damn it, we're going to judge them. We've been watching this show longer than your ass been on it. And frankly, we're going to come out here week after week, damn it, and we're going to talk our trash. We're going to go on Instagram. We're going to start Facebook pages. We're going to start memes. We're going to start all kinds of stuff because that's our prerogative to do that. If you did not want little baby Dracula to be seen on TV acting a complete ass, then you should not have had baby Dracula on there. Furthermore, you talked about your own baby, okay? So guess what? She fair game. Now, what I won't do is be talking about her putting the screenshots or pictures or, really using her real name and stuff like that, because I do believe that children should have their privacy. You ain't never seen my damn child on here, and she's 20 years old. So I do believe that children should have their privacy. What we decide to do as adults, okay, is what we decide to do as adults. But it's up to us to protect our children and the image of our children. So ain't no need of you getting mad, boo. We're going to check her little ass as soon as we see it, because evidently you ain't checking her. So it's up to us to check her, and maybe, just maybe, you have disciplined her a little bit more, okay, because her ass was up on the counter throwing Tupperware like it was Frisbees up in that mofo, okay? Like somebody was supposed to fetch it. Now she's at an Airbnb in front of your soon-to-be in-laws, and she's acting the ass. She running up and down the stairs. She sliding all up and down. She came down the stairs, fell down 5 of them, bumped their head all up on the wall. Everybody got to be on edge because they got to watch her little ass. And then you got the nerve to be trying to get mad at us, the 90-Day Fiance viewers. Girl, let me tell you. You come out there and say something else and you're going to be checked. And I'm telling you, you're going to be forever checked. Because you are the one that got the unruly wild child, as you call her. What is the definition of wild? Bitch, look it up, okay? Don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us because we calling a thing a thing. We're calling a thing a thing. Your little baby was unruly as hell. Get it together. And the parents is looking like, what to do. You should not have these old people coming over here from South Korea, okay, then spend hours in the air, flying over here for your little unruly ass child. Then she gets up there with Jihoon, right? Everybody going to bed. So Jihoon like, okay, it's loving time. It's time for us to go ahead on and get some loving going on. And so, she's like, well, go and get the baby. And he's like, go and get what baby? So he rubbed her stomach like, like, okay, what's going on with the baby? What's going on with that baby? And she like, no, go and get Dracula, baby Dracula. So he's like, what are we going to get baby Dracula for? She like, baby Dracula going to sleep in the middle of us. You don't even know him. You was with him for 3 weeks and you got pregnant, and you going to let this mofo lay up in the bed in between you and your baby. This mofo is a sex maniac. Allegedly. In my opinion. That's all this mofo been thinking about since his ass got in the car. He thought about that when his ass was flying over on the airplane. The only thing he been thinking about is having sex. And you as a woman with a little infant child got her sleeping in the bed with this mofo. Do you know what men wake up in the morning with? Come on, y'all, let's go. Y'all, let's go ahead and talk about this. I don't know how many of y'all got a man. Ever been with a man? Ever slept with a man? Ever woke up in the morning, okay, crack of dawn? The first thing stiff is not that cup of coffee. You understand what I'm saying? When men wake up in the morning, they like that. So here you got this man sleeping in the bed with you and your baby, and he waking up in the morning like that. Just not making the right decisions. Then she gonna say, I stayed in the bed with my mother and father. I stayed in their bed until I was 7. Bitch, that ain't nothing to be proud about. Why in the hell would you be proud about staying in the bed with your parents until you was 7? And then you got a problem with the TLC 90 Day Fiance fans having a problem with your ass? Girl, bye. Why in the world would you do that? You don't know this man. You don't know his sexual appetite. You don't know what he's looking at. You don't know if he's looking at, you don't know him. And you're going to have him waking up in the morning with your, I'm done with these dumbass women. He like, no, I want to have sex. I want to, he said, how we going to do it? She said, do what? He said, how we going to have sex? She said, oh, we're going to go in another room. Well, what difference, what sense does that make? You got to leave out the room. What you going to keep doing, giving them quickies? He said, well, we're going to be in the other room for a long time. We're going to be in the other room more than we're going to be in this one. We're going to be visiting the other room quite a bit. This girl is not thinking. What mother does that to her daughter? Loose booty. You done already got pregnant 3 weeks after the mofo was here. 3 weeks. He has an appetite for nothing but sex. That's what he sees you as. I've not yet heard this mofo say that he loved her. Okay? He's trying to see whether or not he wants to marry her or whether or not the family going to approve of him. He was talking about the house and how he felt rich in the house. He said, we live in this is a 2-story house. She said, well, this is normal for Americans. Not all Americans. You seen Paul Mother House? All Americans don't live like this. But what the? He said she gonna have some serious adjustments when she get to South Korea with him. He said because our house is little, it's small. It's Biggie Smalls. He said this house is 2 bedrooms. And 2 floors. It got multiple bedrooms. I feel like a rich bitch up in here. But you ain't gonna be able to go over there to South Korea and have your baby sleeping in the bed with him. You had ample enough time. Like my daughter was saying, she had ample enough time to train that little girl, to get her together, okay? You had ample enough time to try to wean that baby off there. What would make you think that a real man would want to be sleeping in the bed with your baby? It's one thing you slept in the bed with your mama and your daddy, but he's not that baby's daddy, and you don't know this mofo. Women, if you doing this dumb stop it. Because this is not cute, it's not hot, it ain't sexy, it's not wise. It's borderline perverted to me. Ain't no way in the hell I'ma have some man sleeping up in the bed with me and my baby in between the middle of us. Bitch, no, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You barely gonna even get to sleep under the roof. Come on now. You barely gonna get to sleep under the roof. Hey, Kiki James, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Auntie, it's shameful when these grown women give access to their little girls to these strange men. Dumb. Absolutely, Kiki. Thank you, Kiki, for that super chat and for that co-signing. Because some people may not be able to handle what I just said. But I'm telling you the truth. It's articles after articles after articles of men who have killed people's children, raped their children. We're going to move on. Because I ain't going to be able to handle it. The next couple we get ready to talk about is Aladdin and Laura. Can we all say, can y'all see that? Coochie cream? Can we all say coochie mother hunger cream? Aladdin is 27, 29 years old. He fine as hell. He at the barber getting that face beat down for the guards, okay? We ain't even gonna fake like he ain't, some bubble gum, some dropping out of the air, okay? Let's just go ahead and tell the truth. Thank you so much, Antoinette Marie, for the 99-cent super chat. Thank you, boo. Love you. Aladdin says he met her online. He saw that daggone picture of her. He said he didn't care how many filters was on it. He thought she was beautiful. He said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. I wanted to be with her. So he's over at the barber shop. The guy putting the black mask on him and he ripping that off, okay? He like, tell me when you ripping it off. He's a fitness guy from Tunisia, but right now he's living in Qatar, okay? And so he find his age wine. He said he met her online and he loved her when she was online, and she came over there to visit him, and 9 days after he married her. He like, you know what, my wife is coming over here. He hangs out with his homeboy and everything, Muhammad, and they sitting down and they talking about the wife coming over here. He knows that there's a big ass age difference. He said, but the bitch Laura is insecure and she jealous. He said she goes online. He has people out there on his Facebook page, Instagram, Snapchat, that she be saying, who the hell is this? Who's this? He said he had one girl on there, name was Rihanna. He said she was looking at that and saying, who the hell is Rihanna? So he said he blocked her ass. He said I block her till she calm her ass down, and when she calm her ass down, I take her off block. Laura! You know damn well you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know that man, you already sat there with our boy ham sandwich and set up the... Y'all, you cannot make this stuff up. So he's talking to his boy Aladdin about how jealous she is. He said, look, basically, I'm the man over here, okay? And she gonna play by my rules. I'm running everything and I'm gonna control it. And if she don't want to obey and she don't want to do what the hell I said for her to do, then guess what? We're gonna have problems in our relationship. He said, but she wanted that jiggy. She wanted that jiggy. Hey, Mo, was it jiggy? Mama. Who? Jiggy? Jiggy. Jiggy. Thank you, Moo. Jiggy. Did I say it right? Jiggy. Jiggy. She wanted that jiggy. She liked that jiggy that he be giving to her. And he... And so the producer was like, what is jiggy? He was like, you know what you do with your, you do with your, what you say? So she's like, yeah, you know what you do, like sex. She want that jiggy. Can we say jiggy? Okay, give me some jiggies. He think he the man. He think he's slinging that rod. He think he got her jiggy. We see that ass in the United States of America, okay? She like, I got to go out here with my boo. She said, I love him and everything, and I think he's very attractive, but this mofo ain't doing a damn thing in the bed. This mofo over there got himself pumped up like I don't know what, telling everybody she loved that jiggy from him. She couldn't wait to get that jiggy from him. She said that jiggy is jugged. That jiggy ain't doing jiggy, okay? She said this mofo ain't no good in the bed. She said I had to fake. She said I had to fake like I had something, happening because, I basically, he won't do enough. I just wanted him to go ahead on and be finished. So that jiggy wasn't shit, okay? So, I need books. I need books. I need toys. I need all kinds of stuff. I know I may get locked the fuck up at the airport, but I don't give a damn. Give me enough of them that I can put them in different suitcases and hide them. Because he ain't doing nothing. I got to teach this mofo something. If I'm going to be with him for the rest of my damn life in a whole different country, I'm going to have to get his jiggy to be some shit. I said, God damn. So the girl is like, here, you can use this. Use this by night, and by day it's a massage. Thank you so much, Diana Balls, for the $2.99 super chat. We love you, lady. Oh, I love you too, Diana. Thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat. Y'all, she said, there go another one. Here, I'm coming. Thank you. Hi, boo. Hi, Jean-Ann. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Aladdin will need more than his magic lamp to deal with her. Okay. She said, bitch, I'm 51 years old. I'm taking something over there. I don't care how many suitcases I got to bring. I'm getting me some toys. I got to get something to satisfy me. She said, well, what can I give him? She said, well, we got sex for dummies. She said, just go ahead on and take the dummies part off. No, give him the dummy part. Isn't it amazing how his ego is so big and he think he got the jiggy on lock? And she like, I'm not happy in the bed with this mofo. So, she walks over to the thing, and the lady was like, oh, what is that? And she was like, can y'all see this? She was like, girl, here you go. Get some of this. Ah! I need some of this coochie cream. I need to be able to pump this. The girl said, the girl said, he can take that coochie cream and put on his face. She said, no, I'm a little dry. I need to be able to take that coochie cream and I need to be pumping it. Bitch, give me an okay. Because I need my coochie cream. Y'all talking about your auntie was dead. Y'all, dead to the bed. Dead to the bed. You know his jiggy is definitely off when she got to get coochie cream by the case. She said, bitch, I don't know when I'm going to be back, and I know Amazon don't ship it over. Bitch, give me the big large sizes. This, she said, I have to teach him something. She said, I know he going to be feeling some kind of way because it's a male-dominated country. But I'm telling you now, I got to tell him about his jig. The jig and the gig is up, boo. You ain't doing nothing. She was like, I can't. I wanted to make sure I came back and said, thank you so very much to Tracy. Asked for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Tracy. Somebody said Jiggy Smalls. She said this bitch ain't got no been going on in the bed? My daughter was like, Mommy, why would she make him believe that he was good? She had to have told him that he was the bomb. He's sitting up there talking about how jealous she is of other women and all of that kind of stuff. And she over here in America talking about that mofo like he like he ain't nothing. Like, I don't know if she's saying he's small, if he just need, some more motion in the ocean. But I'm like, why she didn't get something to help him out? You know what I'm saying? Like something real. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people that do toys and stuff like that, your auntie don't know nothing about toys. So I'm a lady. But the sex got to be bad when you on national television looking at having over 3 million viewers watching you, and you in a store buying something to get the jig up because the jig is up with him. This mofo is going to be busted and disgusted. He may mess around and snap her neck. Come on, you going to go to Qatar and tell him what? You going to pull what? Now, that these people are very religious, most of them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to stereotype nobody, but, they are very religious and they don't believe in all of that sex stuff and, stuff. You can get your ass locked up for it. She willing to go to jail in order to get what she need to get. Y'all, you cannot make this bull crap up. 90 Day Fiance the other way is off the hook. We don't need to see another mofo happily ever after. We don't need to see none of that. Like, I'm telling you, when it's time to vote or do whatever you got to do, vote for another episode of 90 Day the other mofo way. Because this is off the hook. Our girl Jenny was not out tonight. I don't know what happened to Jenny and her boo, but they're gonna be back next week. Y'all, is my makeup running? I'm telling you now, y'all. I bet. Coochie cream. Y'all, we talking about coochie cream. Thank you so much, Donna. What is it? Donna Moscow Caller. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. What you say, boo? I agree. The other way is better. I miss Jenny and her boo too. Yes, y'all. What we gonna do when it go off? What the hell we gonna look at when it go off, y'all? Like, this joint is if I was to give this episode a true rating, I would give it a B. I'm giving it a B because Jenny won't did. Okay, I want to see Jenny and submit every mofo episode. I don't want one episode to come on and I miss Jenny and submit. Okay, so I'm going to have to get this episode a B. Y'all let me know what y'all would rank this. Thank you so much to everybody who super chatted tonight. Y'all know those super chats go a long way in helping other people who are your fellow cousins out here on the YT to receive a gift from your auntie. So I appreciate every super chat that was super chatted tonight. You all have been a blessing this month by way of super chat, and I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all so much for just being consistent and coming out here and watching your auntie. I'm sorry I wasn't out here again last night, but I was tired of the mofo, okay? But thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you to all of my moderators. Know that I love you all, and I will continue to pray for you, Linda, and anybody else. Thank you to my nieces and nephews who have been blowing me up in my aunties 2 cents at gmail.com with the episodes of Life After Lockup, the new episodes of Happily Ever After. Y'all, thank you so much for sending me those clips, because it really does help me to do these reviews and bring them out to you all, because it gives me a chance to listen to them during the day and look at WeTV, because as you all know, I don't have the provider. So thank you all so much for that. For all of you all who like Smothered, I'll be back out in about 15-20 minutes to do my episode and my review and my recap of Smothered. Until the next time and until we meet again, love you all. Mwah. Bye, y'all.